Hello and welcome to the It's Taking Gaming podcast, where we are now consisted of 70% rubbing alcohol, according to Reed.
That's oddly green.
Good job, Reed. Good job on the intro, man.
Hey, I never said I was doing the intro. I was going to interject it when you introduced me, but too late.
Anyway, alright, I'm Demix.
I'm Reed.
I'm Samulus.
And I'm DesertPunk.
And we are here to talk about the Civil War movie. Spoilers, if you have not seen the movie, you do not want to listen. So, once again,
And if you
fucking...
have not seen it,
Yeah.
wrong.
If you haven't seen it by now, then, well, you waited too damn long and it's your own fault.
Yeah. This is the internet. It's going to have spoilers everywhere. So, like I said, fucking spoilers! I feel like I need to make that clear, because some people were like, oh, there's spoilers in this, why do you say so?
And
If they get like 30 minutes into it.
And
I think this is a spoiler.
And those of you rebels are still listening, I like you.
Well, there you go, Sam likes you. Alright, so, Civil War. What'd you think of it?
It was like it was some big announcement. Sam likes me.
Yeah, Sam likes you now. There you go.
Put that on a plaque and put it on your wall.
Yeah.
I'll write
So-
that down on my resume.
You asked what we thought, or what was the question?
What do we thought about Civil
Yeah,
War?
what'd you think of the movie?
Okay, so
3 hours?
where would you put it on the list of, say, all the Marvel movies so far? Where is it? Is it better than, most? Is it, top 3?
Just
And-
like the Avengers or Marvel in general.
Like, just Marvel movies. All the superhero ones that they've done.
That would include X-Men.
Include it.
I haven't seen them all, so it's hard for me to rank.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The ones that you've seen. Where would you put it?
I honestly really liked it. I mean, it's probably in my top 3. That's all I got.
Well, it's definitely in my top 2. Only losing out to the
Iron
original
Man.
to the original Avengers.
Damn. I thought you were going to say Iron Man. For sure.
No, Iron Man's badass, but the movie just about Iron Man when you have all the Avengers, it doesn't really.
I kind of like that movie more than the Avengers.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I like it better than the
Civil
other
War
Avengers
a
movie.
little more than Avengers.
Why did they call it Captain America Civil War if, like, it was pretty much, like, just the Avengers?
Great question.
Well, way to completely change the topic.
No,
there.
I just, when y'all were sitting there talking about that, it just made me think of it, like, that was probably the best Captain America movie that's ever come out, honestly.
I
me.
don't disagree with that at all, considering that I didn't like the second one and I barely remember the first one.
I don't know. I mean, why would they? I mean, why did they call it Captain America Civil War when it just wasn't about Captain America?
Because the main plot revolved around Captain America.
And his decision,
His-
I guess.
Yeah.
And he was on the screen, more than anybody else, considering it was his movie.
Maybe
It was about like one Avenger, the lead Avenger breaking off from the other Avengers and taking some with him.
I definitely think it should have been just Marvel's Civil War and gone with that. But Captain America being the title of the movie didn't deter me from going to see it. So
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter at that point. But Sam, where did you say you would put the movie, or did you? Before Brian, I was
did
like,
not.
"Hey, look at this topic, guys."
I'm so sorry.
I do not. I think I would put it definitely in my top 3. With the first Iron Man being number 1.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I was talking about Sam the whole time.
Oh, there you go.
And then, honestly, Thor: The Dark World, I think, is my number 2.
Oh my God, you put a Thor movie in there?
Have you even seen it, Reed?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there goes shit on that. I don't know.
I'm just not a big fan of the Thor in general in the movies. He's just kind of there.
Don't like that guy, he's too open.
My favorite scene of Thor in any of the movies is when they're all sitting around the table trying to pick up his hammer. That's the best scene ever.
I think that's how they should introduce Thor from now on. Hi, I'm Thor, and I'm just here. Got a heavy hammer. Brian, what was your place on this movie?
We said X-Men was included, didn't we?
Yeah.
Probably, I think my favorite, honestly, still is Wolverine Origins.
That one is great.
But this one is definitely number 2.
So everybody's basically in agreement here that this movie was awesome.
They did a really great job with it. Like, it was worth the 3 hours.
Yeah.
And the
Definitely
2
more.
ending scenes that. So if you do go to the movie, make sure you
There
stay
are
past the
2 of
credits.
them. Yep.
Look for Spider-Man.
Spoilers.
No spoiler, just look for Spider-Man.
Oh my God, Spider-Man died! I mean, what?
He's not dead.
Yeah,
guys.
it's a very shame that Spider-Man does die in the movie.
What a twist.
Just kidding, he doesn't die in the movie.
Or did he?
No, you just ruined the entire spoiler.
What? You don't know what's spoiler? What's not spoiler?
Speaking of Spider-Man, Dakota wanted me to let you know that Spider-Man was the best part of the movie and you can fight him.
I
Well,
was really
come
thinking
down
there was
here
going
and
to be more of a fuck you in that statement.
No, it was just, he just said, tell Amos that he can fight me. That was it.
So speaking of Spider-Man, there was a question that I kind of wanted to ask, and that was, out of all the people that they put in this movie, and there were a lot of characters this time, who I guess was your most like surprising character in the movie that you didn't think you were maybe gonna like, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, this guy's awesome, and who was the character that you just was like, man, I wish they weren't even in the movie, if any. There doesn't have to be one.
I wish I would have thought of that question.
I really wish Bucky wasn't in the movie, even though he's like part of the plot.
Thank you. Brian is my new favorite person. I cannot stand that character.
Boy, I got replaced quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amos.
Man, shit happens. I like Black Panther. I don't know anything about Black Panther.
Before the movie?
Yeah.
Even after the movie. I like Black Panther, and I'm interested to see where they're going to go with Black Panther, because I think they're going to make a movie about it now. And that's a movie I'm probably going to dig, is Black Panther.
I would like an origins story for Black Panther.
There's going to be his own solo movie.
For real.
Yeah, he's getting his own movie, but I don't know if it's kind of weird to put an origin movie after a movie where he's already been Black Panther.
Yeah.
But I would like an origin movie for him as well.
Maybe it will be. Kind of like a backstory to it. Because he already had the suit before he became the king.
Yeah.
So as the prince, he had the suit.
But like, if I'm going to answer 2 people in this movie. You know, besides Captain America and besides
For
Iron Man.
2 people that you ended up liking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked Scarlet Witch.
Really?
Yeah, because it felt like in the Avengers movie she was just a whiny girl that couldn't do anything.
Right.
And now
like
in
a
this
little
movie,
scene where
yeah.
Hawkeye's telling her, you know, we're either going to go out here and kick some ass, or you're going to sit in here and be a little bitch.
Yeah,
Like-
and then in this movie she came out and played. You know, she didn't sit there and moped on herself the whole damn movie.
Right.
You know, she was out there fighting and actually kicking a little bit of ass. So
I can see that. It's a good choice.
I liked Scarlet Witch in the movie. The person I wish wasn't in the movie was Vision.
Really?
I didn't like Vision. He just seemed useless to me. His best scene was him cooking.
That was a really good scene. It's pretty funny. I like it.
Yeah, I've gone and picked up a few moves from him.
Watch out, Guy Fury or whatever his name is. You got Vision on your tail.
What the hell is that?
What? Guy Fieri? I don't know how to say his name. But
Don't look at me.
he's some like world famous chef.
Oh, yeah, I completely. I
Oh, okay.
no idea what you're talking about.
Over your head. Okay.
Look, just do what I did and laugh and pretend like you did.
I tell the joke and I like fake laugh.
I'm pretty sure that we make up most of the demographic that might listen to this, so I just wanted to answer that for anybody out there that also is like, what the hell did he just say?
Guy Fieri is a famous cook.
And it turns out that's not even his name.
Ask your mother. No, I'm not joking there, seriously. Your brother probably knows.
So you liked...
He's that guy that has the weird spiky blonde hair that you see on... Well, you probably don't see him, but...
There's a lot of people with weird spiky blonde hair.
He's the guy that tells everybody that they're like souffles overcooked.
No, that's Gordon Ramsay.
Well, whatever, I was close.
Doesn't he
That
have
was
like
hilarious.
blonde hair and it's all like...
He
spiky
does,
in it?
yeah.
Look, they both end in a Y. Ramsey, Fury, whatever. Are you sure you're not thinking of Nick Fury?
Yeah. Nick
him.
Fury the cook.
That guy looks really weird.
Yeah, he's like some famous chef.
Brian would look up some porn pictures from him.
Well, yeah.
Look, Brian, that wasn't his
Those
hair.
were saved to my phone. I did not look them up.
So, you said you liked Black Panther and Scarlet Witch,
Yep.
and you wished Vision wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Brian?
I really liked that War Machine was in the movie. Because, like, he hasn't been involved that much.
Right.
Yeah, their shenanigans. Besides with Iron Man.
Then he took that rocket to the face.
It wasn't a rocket. Or was it?
Listen, I'm just here to confuse people. That way nobody can bitch that we're spoiling everything. Even though we did say spoilers.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, there you go.
He gets shot by a laser and lives.
Sam really likes you.
Which, by the way, he got shot by Vision, who's supposed to be this like super, accurate AI.
Well, yeah. Well, can't really adjust after somebody dodges.
And
Sure you can.
he's using like the Infinity Stone or whatever the hell it's called.
The Mind Stone.
And he still can't hit a damn target that he's aiming at. No, let me hit my friendly over here.
Well, they
Because he was over here thinking about giving the robotic D to Scarlet Witch, and so he wasn't really focused on
Robotic D to Scarlet.
That's what his entire part of the movie was. It's like, I really want to get married.
Cooking and keeping her in the house.
Being a really creepy, aggressive babysitter.
Yeah.
Just tie her up in the basement.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that part actually.
Yeah, well,
That's
you were sorely disappointed.
That's in another version of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
That's
Vision and Scarlet Witch.
That's the alternate ending where they went in an entirely different direction.
So I shoot you with my laser beam if you know what I'm talking about.
So, was there anybody that you didn't enjoy in the movie?
I already said that.
Well, let's just reiterate it because it needs to be said.
I hated having Bucky in there. He's the worst character.
Brian's moving up the list.
Oh my god.
Why was Bucky so bad?
Just, I hated his character, man. Like, I hated the person they were making him to be. Like, he was just, like, fucking whiny and helpless the entire time.
And when somebody tries to help him, he's just like, fuck you.
Sam, your character?
First, I want to start off
How about that?
by defending Vision. Vision is an AI created by Tony Stark. Therefore, he thinks everything he has to do is what Tony Stark tells him to do. Tony Stark told him to keep Scarlet Witch there because if she got out, people could attack her because they're pissed at her. Therefore, in his mind, all the logic he has is, I need to keep her in here to keep her safe, and I like her. I respect that of him. Like, I mean, yeah, it's wrong, but also, he's like, what, a year old? Out of,
Just getting out of diapers.
We're going to technicality.
But, and then also, accidentally shooting War Machine from like a mile or two away. Honestly, War Machine should have been able to tell that something was coming towards him and dodged. But
Well, he was focused on other things though. He probably didn't have a chance to
getting
shoot.
away. He was chasing. Was he chasing the?
He was chasing the ship.
Yeah,
He was
the jet.
chasing the jet that the traitorous Scarlett Johansson was letting people escape on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, so people that I like, Black Panther, a lot. He really I went in there not knowing anything about him whatsoever, but by the end of it, not only did I like his character for being a badass, but also like his character evolving to beyond overcoming like the revenge or whatever. He really kind of like portrayed that perfectly to me. And people I disliked, Captain America, quit being a little bitch. Like you're not going to get your way even if you sign a stupid little paper.
Hey,
There's-
you're crossing the line.
Nah.
Yeah, you are. Because look at what these two were fighting about. Tony Stark wanted the government to control them.
Hold on.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't even get my answer.
Sorry. Sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
So,
I just got defensive real quick.
I did.
I mean, so that was kind of what I was going to lead into, when I got finished.
Sorry. Spoilers. Continue.
Next time.
just the fact that Captain America, he really killed it for me. By the end of the movie, I really hated his guts. And I can't, without provoking Amos into the argument that Reed wants to actually get to. Go ahead, Reed, take it away.
Well, so Amos isn't gonna like this answer, but
No, that's fine.
my most enjoyed character in the movie was by far Spider-Man. Like, completely overshadowed everybody else.
Okay.
And-
Hold on. Let me set something straight here.
And we're in another.
Let me set
drinking
something
match
straight.
here.
I've said this 1,000 times. Apparently, I'm going to have to say it slower. I don't care that he was in the movie. I'm just saying, I don't see what all the hype was
The
about.
little
That's
backstory
it.
here is we all give Amos a hard time about him not being a fan of Spider-Man, so
Yeah.
every time we say something, it's like,
Fucking
turns into
prepubescent
Armageddon.
whiny bitch.
Alright, so...
Oh,
and,
my uncle died.
and the reason I liked him was that he was going to be... They were going to make him a lot younger in this movie, and I wasn't really sold on that just when I heard about it, because I was like, it sounds like he could be kind of, stupid, and like, why would you even have him on the team? And also that when I first saw his the version of his suit that they were going to use for the movie, it looked kind of fake and pretty far from the suits that I liked, which, contrary to popular belief, I actually liked the suits with like the raised webbing.
So like you expected it to be more detailed.
Yeah, and it was just it kind of looked like a Halloween costume when I first saw the first screenshot of it.
It was probably CGI.
And but then when we got in the movie, it turns out that him being super young, like, completely fit his character, and everything he said was hilarious in the movie.
Oh,
So-
dude, your arm's made out of metal. That is awesome.
That's so awesome. Yeah, and the guy was like, during fights, we usually don't talk this much. He's like, oh, my bad, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you're right.
But he always had a quick quip to say whenever somebody,
And it
interjected
really,
to him.
reflected like what like somebody like us would like to say
Like,
in those
yeah,
those
how
situations.
someone like that would act. And I especially love the part where he referenced Star Wars from when they tie up the AT-ATs with
Yeah,
the...
Battle of Hoth.
Yeah, and he's like, has anybody ever seen that, like, really old movie? with, like, the snow and stuff? And, like...
I saw this one Facebook post. It was like, how does Spider-Man, the biggest nerd in the world, not know what it is? And it showed a comic book clip. Like, I don't even like Star Wars.
So, but like Amos, I would like to add a second character to my, liked list. And once again, that would be Black Panther. Because before the movie, I literally knew nothing about this guy, other than apparently he likes panthers. And
He's black.
He likes cats.
And it turned out that he was actually pretty badass, and he has this entire suit made of vibranium, which is, the same thing that Captain America's shield's made out of. So he's basically indestructible. And he has a pretty good, character development arc throughout the movie of, man, I really, he's like, first he's really nice, and then his dad dies, and he's like, oh God, I really hate your guts now, I'm going to kill your ass. And then he finds out it wasn't the guy he thought it was, and at that point he's like, well, revenge consumed you to basically make you want to have the Avengers fight each other, so I'm better than that, and I'm not going to do that, and you're going to, not going to get out of this easy by dying, basically. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty good. Shows that he's a strong character.
That's what I was concerned about at first, is because when they were at that scene where Black Widow was sitting outside the destroyed embassy building, and that magically exploded, and
Magically?
he was like, well, I'm going to find out who did this, and I'm going to get him. I was just thinking, oh God, it's going to be some kind of subplot that's not going to be thought, even though he was on the poster.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were just going to shoehorn him in somehow.
Yeah.
But no,
'Cause they're like,
actually, they really did a good
Before
job.
the movie, it doesn't seem like he would even fit into the who's this guy and why the fuck does he care?
Yeah.
It's like him and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It's like the two most random
Characters
additions.
even have in it. Which
Yeah.
Ant-Man, by the way, was also awesome.
Yeah.
And,
It
had
was
some
really
pretty
good.
hilarious scenes. So if you haven't seen the movie, Ant-Man's movie, you should probably see that too, because it's equally as good.
Yep.
That'll probably get me to see Ant-Man movie. I haven't
And
seen it.
Yeah.
like I
I
said,
haven't
about
seen it yet.
Black Panther, that makes me want to see the movie that they're coming out with, because I think that was a really good call by them to put him in this movie to kind of, in case, people didn't really care for him, then they could be, well, the movie hasn't come out yet, we hadn't really started it, so let's just kind of get rid of it. Because they did get rid of one off the list, and it was like the Inhumans or something that was in the lineup originally, and I don't know what happened, but they removed it. So they could have done the same with Black Panther, say, if people didn't receive him well. But I think this is going to make that movie sell pretty well.
Consider my ignorance, who's the Inhumans?
See, I have no idea. That's probably why they got rid of them.
I think it's a comic book series, kind of like the Avengers, just like another Marvel group of heroes, kind of like that. Fantastic Four maybe would be a better example, but I don't really know that much about them other than that.
I think they're kind of like What's that superhero group where it's like Dr. Manhattan and like all those
Watchmen.
weird guys? Yeah, I think it's kind of like them. They're like an off-brand like superhero group.
They're a store brand superhero.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm entirely wrong. I don't know. But and then the character that I absolutely wish was not as central to the plot of this movie was, of course, Winter Soldier or Bucky. Because it doesn't really
That was Sam Fuck them, remember?
the story of him being like chased down wrongly and Captain America, that's his whole we gotta defend Bucky, being the basics of the conflict in the movie is like, yeah, it had a way better conflict in the comics for Civil War, and Bucky just ruined that entire thing for me. And I was just like, I didn't like you before this movie, and now I hate you even more. So if there's any more Winter Soldier movies, I won't be going to those.
I really hate that Captain America has just been following Bucky around, like watching Bucky like murder people and be like, Bucky, that kills people. Don't do that.
You gotta stop.
Bucky. Oh my god, that's a good comparison.
I love it. That was awesome.
Yep.
Like, Bucky,
That's
what
what I
did
was
you
thinking
do?
the entire time.
Well,
And what kills me about that is like
he tried to attack me, so I took his hands off.
this entire time they're like, trying to defend him to keep him from getting captured and all this stuff, and it's like, dude, if you just bring him in and look at the evidence and shit, you might actually find out that he was set up.
Yeah.
And not have to go through all this, we're fighting you and you're fighting us and we
But
hate you and
Then
whatever.
you wouldn't have a
That's
movie.
something that I absolutely
No,
hate.
you could use the actual story of Civil
Yeah.
War instead of
I don't
this
understand
random whatever that was.
Yeah, because the one that Rita's told me about is a lot better. Honestly, it's not just some revenge plot gone awry by setting somebody up by some random ass old Nazi
Which, by the way,
Shit.
that was a weird ass villain. I'm not a big fan
weird
of that
ass
guy.
villain that was
Thought he was
completely
Russian.
anticlimactic. He will be forgotten. I don't even know his name right now off the top of my head.
I thought he was Russian.
Who in here can say his name other than Reed?
Kalishnikov.
Is that it?
That's not his
No,
name.
that's not even close.
I don't
That's the
know.
guy who made the AK-47.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
That was Russian,
Now,
by the way,
see-
not German.
Well, I thought he was. Wasn't he Russian?
I don't know.
Because that's where the movie started.
I'm being 100%
No, he
serious
was-
when I say I've completely forgotten anything about him other than he tried to turn the Avengers against each other.
I don't know that he was related to the like Nazis or whatever that were programming Bucky, but that's kind of what I got the feeling of. Like he's part of that deal, and that's how he knew about all this stuff. Because wasn't he like a lieutenant or some crap?
What was it that turned him against, or made him hate the Avengers?
Apparently, like in that fight, wherever the island like went up into the air.
In Age of
Oh,
Ultron.
yeah, he was,
Age of Ultron, yeah.
He was like a mile outside the city, and like his
His
house
son, I
crashed
think.
or something.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like,
Was he driving in his car, and then all of a sudden,
no, he
His
said it was
car
like
farted.
in his house with his family, and like it collapsed and killed everybody but him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah,
And so instead of being like, sad and mournful for his family, and then being like, oh well, at least they saved the entire world. No, I'm gonna go have them kill themselves.
yeah.
But his name, by the way, is Baron Zemo. Pretty stupid name.
Yes, because
Well,
when I
how-
think
well,
German, I think Barry.
How the hell do you remember that?
Because I've heard it somewhere before this movie.
So that somewhere was more memorable than
I'm not even sure
Yeah.
he said it in the movie. He might have said Zemo. I don't think he even said Baron.
Did you say Barry or Baron?
Baron, like a
Baron.
like,
Worst
a duke or something. Like
Villain ever.
Ah, it's great.
I feel like I was going somewhere with that, and
You
after
were-
the whole hating on Baron Zemo, I completely forgot what I was going to go.
You
going
were
towards the
pretty
actual
much gonna
policies?
shit on Captain America, I think.
No, I was hating on Bucky, but I was going to say something.
The
don't
thing
know,
with
but-
Bucky, he
Well-
does kind of undermine the entire plot of the thing, because
Well,
they
that's what
topped
Sam
it
was
up.
saying. The actual the plot from the
Yeah.
from the comic, like
Like,
Captain America's side in the comic is that he's pro-choice for the other superheroes, whether they want to have their secret identities or whether they want to go public with their identity. So it's freedom of choice. That's the American way.
Yeah.
That's something that Captain America would stand for.
Reed plays for an oligarchy now.
And well, okay, the 1950s American way. But in Iron Man's side in that was he wanted everybody to come out with their identity so people would know who are the heroes, and would be better, I guess, better able to watch out for them doing their superhero thing. And it basically kind of calmed the public from, oh dear God, these superhumans are running around with no authority to tell them what to do, and they can do whatever the hell they want and just kill whoever the hell they want. And I mean, it's just kind of like for public, I don't know what the word is, appeasement.
Yeah.
Public unrest to calm it.
Yeah, and plus Iron Man has already told everybody his identity anyway, so
and
that part doesn't matter to him.
Just transparency in general.
Yeah, and so then the heroes decided, themselves, well, I want to be able to choose if I want to tell everybody I'm Spider-Man or whatever, and so they chose their sides.
Yeah.
And then of course, the one side tries to bring them in and make them do it, and the other side, hiding out and guerrilla strikes and all that kind of stuff. And then this movie was like, Bucky, stop! Like you said earlier.
Man, that kills people.
Oh, the sweet sound. It's like, what's that? What's that smell? Probably the burning of 1,000 pieces of flesh.
Well, it cracks me up as like Tony Stark in the movie when, towards the end when they're all in the jail cells, he goes in there, he's like, on his wrist, and he's like, okay, I've hacked their systems. We've got 30 seconds to say whatever the hell you want to say. This kind of technology and stuff that they have, how do they not tell that Bucky the entire time was being framed, and that's the entire reason they were fighting?
Yeah.
How do you not tell that? You're the fucking Avengers. So I don't know. It was just weird.
I didn't really like the conflict, or the conflict they brought up at first. It was Captain America versus Tony Stark, because that became irrelevant as the story came on. Or as the story went on. They pretty much, by the end of the movie, they were like, well, Tony, or they were going to manipulate you guys anyway, so Tony Stark's side was completely bullshit to begin with. I didn't like that.
I did like the part, though, where kind of after that has gone down, Tony Stark finds out that Bucky killed his parents, and Captain America knew about it. Then definitely have a legit reason to want to kick their ass, and so that was kind of.
I love that fight.
That was kind of a
absolutely.
cool way to set up that fight, because otherwise that fight would have been just kind of like, all the shit's already happened. Why are you guys, doing anything?
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And then the little scene where he's blasting his repulsors against the shield. It's badass.
I thought of another question while you were explaining that.
No, I was really wanting to see you and Sam fight, but go ahead.
Yeah, I thought that was what we were gonna building up to, just like in Civil War. Building up to.
We got to build up more.
Okay.
Don't blue ball me too much longer now.
I don't know if I can last that long.
No. Well, I just don't know how much I can properly argue, because I've just seen the movie. I don't know anything about comics. I don't know nothing.
I don't either. I'm not I haven't.
That's what makes this such a good fight. Neither of you do.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You fucking nerds, you didn't read the comic.
I'm gonna go over here and get some popcorn and watch it.
Oh my god, that Jason Momoa meme where he has the fold out chair.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
I don't know. Okay, we'll fine. If you want that, then my simple point is just the fact that you're fucking superheroes, and you have some accidents where people get killed, but when you're facing superhuman beings or super forces or
aliens from space.
Or aliens from space, you have to expect some deaths, no matter how careful you are.
It's not they're not going out there and blowing up a building on purpose.
Wait, Reed. Continue, Adams. Just one person finish, then the other person. No interruptions.
I love when I finish. Anyway, but but my point is, it's just what good would it do? That's my point. I guess I'll just stop beating around the bush. What good would it do if they said, "Oh, okay, yeah, you know what? We'll assign a council to tell you guys what you can and can't do, and then we'll fuck it up by letting you not go when you're needed, just like they said in the movie, and we'll take you somewhere when you're not needed at all. There's a chance for you to fuck it up more." That just sounds like a lot of money, a lot of work, and a lot of wasted time when you could just simply have some lessons in control.
But here's my argument too, though, is if they do come to the accord like, or what do they call? What do they call
I
it?
think they call it
Sokovia Accords.
Sokovia Accords.
Like
Yeah. If they do sign that and set up this like system to allow to like this council that's supposed to kind of communicate with the different nations of the world while the Avengers go around saving it. I think all that would end up doing is so that it looks like there is a third party other than just the U.S. So it doesn't look like the U.S. is just policing the entire world. There's an actual council of people from different nations that talk to all the different nations around the world. And through that, they tell them, hey, this shit's going down in your country. Watch out. And then if they are corrupt, if they are the oligarchy that is America right now, then
it's an entirely different discussion.
Then if they do tell the Avengers to attack this place, and the Avengers are like, why do we need to attack that place? Who the hell is going to make them? Because right now, the reason why they're scared is because the Avengers look like they're going around policing, basically doing whatever the hell they want, and nobody's stopping them. Because, basically, nobody can stop them. The entire world is scared of them, and that's what's causing all this. And the way I see the Accords is just a way of basically trying to calm the public down and let there be a little bit more communication between them.
No,
I agree.
Because if there were if they did start to corrupt it, then I don't think the Avengers, if Tony Stark or Captain America, either one of them, let alone the rest of the group, decided this is fucked up, then we just saw in Civil War what was going to happen. That the Avengers would split among themselves and then end up doing whatever the hell they want to do anyway.
Yeah, so it'd be a waste of time.
So
But
no. It's not a waste of time because you're letting the public know that we hear that you think that these guys are completely unstoppable and need some checks. So we're going to put those checks in place regardless of whether the checks can actually stop them to make you feel better about that. And you can say, let's say, if the Avengers need to go to somewhere in Africa to stop some whatever crazy threat it is, they can communicate to all the countries that are on that council, hey, the Avengers are going here, so if you can, get your people out, all this kind of stuff, and something's going to happen there. There's going to be casualties. Just be prepared for it.
That's what NATO's for.
And that's what they're setting up with this, is like a Avengers NATO, basically.
Yeah.
And so they can let everyone know what's going to happen, and it's not just like Captain America deciding, oh, we're going to go fuck shit up over here. And because that's what the public thinks is happening. And plus, like Sam was saying, if any of the Avengers thinks that, the council's just sitting there going, hey, we have some interest in oil over here in the Middle East, and we're going to send you guys in here and kill some people and stuff and create some terrorists, and not saying that's what America's doing, but let's say that they see that's what the council is having them do. Okay, first of all, they're Avengers who are trying to save the world, so they're not going to do that. They're not evil. So they're just going to say, we're not doing that, and how are you going to make us? They can't make them, because there's nothing, no one's powerful enough to stop them except the other superheroes. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's just a form of appeasement for the governments of the world and the people of the world to say, okay, they have some kind of, checks and balances in place and not just running rampant.
Well, let me still tell you why that's a bad idea. Because if you're going to appease the public by saying, oh, hey, we have checks on people that we can't control, people are still going to be scared. People are still going to be like, oh, there's going to be one time where somebody messes up, whether it's on the Avengers team, whether it's Captain America, whether it's Tony Stark, or anybody else. Or it's somebody on that Accord or that council that messes up. Then what's the public going to think? They'll be like, why are we having this if they can't even control it? It's going to be a waste of time, a waste of money, and a waste of people's abilities. That's all I'm saying. If there's an issue going on in Sudan, just let them go, do their thing. Because if you want to wait for a council to tell you where you can and can't go, you're superheroes. And like you said, they're not there to fuck shit up. They're there to stop people. If there's damage, if there's lost lives, it's always a risk, no matter if you have a council behind you or not.
I think it's just about the communication to these places that, things are going to happen. and so it's not just them rushing in there and like, oh, they're already here and they're already blowing stuff up. Like, I'm pretty sure the Avengers would, once something's happening, they're already going to be going there.
Yeah.
It's just the council is there to be like, look, the Avengers are coming into your country and they're going to try to stop this alien overlord or whatever. And so you need to, like, if you can, set up evacuations and get your people out and make it as safe as you can for your place and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, what would be a good...
I'm not against Tony Stark's reason.
Or we could just have Thor be, the supreme guardian and over the Avengers.
Hulk is his bodyguard.
Let's say something is going down in Russia. And then America tells Russia, or tries to get a message through to Russia. What do you think Putin would say if he saw where
Putin would probably be dead.
Obama, well, where let's say Obama was trying to talk to Putin.
Putin would hang him a bird finger. I know for a fact.
Yeah, that's probably a true statement.
Now let's say some organization that's third party that lives out in the middle of the ocean tries to talk to Putin.
Made up of like 50 countries.
Yeah.
He'll probably ask, is America one of those countries?
He'll already know
Russia would be a part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's my point. Like, okay, if you have an alien overlord coming to attack your nation and you're still refusing to help the only thing that could stop him.
Well, he won't even... But we just said Putin would just flip America off
No.
if they tried to tell him that the Avengers were coming.
He would probably see the Avengers as an act of war against his country.
I mean, if he really wants to go to war with a nation that's got... How many people are on that team? 10?
But...
Which, by the way,
Avengers-
another reason the Black Panther is awesome. He's not from America.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But the Avengers they don't take part in wars.
Right.
Therefore, Putin would know... That wouldn't really affect him.
Well, Captain America
It's a
fought in
council
World War II,
vote
though.
anyway.
He
Like,
fought in
don't
the
they
war.
vote on what they're doing?
Who?
Doesn't the
Vote
council vote?
Where to send them?
Well,
So,
yeah, but... I
like
mean,
that home country wouldn't even have really a say in the matter anyway.
other than their vote.
Other than their vote.
But even then, I mean...
But then they would know, that they're coming.
Yeah.
We were part of the decision that was made that they're being sent in.
And I think that would have helped out a lot in the first Avengers maybe, where
New York.
Yeah, like I think if Tony Stark was communicating with the government and be like, hey, shit's about to go down in New York, you need to get the National Guard in there and like start evacuating people immediately. Like in the movie they were just kind of like, okay, yeah, we're here to fight. Oh shit, there's a lot of people here.
And there's like people in coffee shops and like in the train store or like whatever.
I would like to have a mocha latte. But well, I mean, you could see both sides. But like, if people, you're hearing this argument from both sides. Well, what do you think? Do you think if this was a real thing, would you trust a third party run by multiple nations to be control of people, or would you not just let them do their thing?
But let me add to that.
Yeah.
The Avengers is still a third party in itself.
Yeah.
So you're trusting the Avengers as well.
They have it best up so far.
See, I like.
But from the movies, if you watched the movies, but if you're an actual citizen in there, how would you know?
Well, I mean, they have.
I mean, you got a guy that.
yet.
Would,
I mean, everybody like the Avengers need to have accountability for their collateral damage. Like, let's say, Iron Man and something else are fighting up here, and Iron Man crashes through your fucking apartment. All he's going to do is jump back up, and boom, bam, he's gone, and then, your shit's wrecked.
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I just think that would be the best point of that. Like, they need to be, accountable for the damage that they cause. Even though they're saving the world, they're still, hurting people, hurting property, ruining people's lives.
At least they're doing it for a good reason, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for greater good and everything. Honestly, but I just, they need to have accountability for what they're doing.
Because if they wouldn't there, chances are that place would get fucked up anyway.
That's very true.
Yeah,
I mean,
but at least if
and
they
besides,
had warning,
Yeah.
but at least if they had warning, then they could at least save their life, and not die in the fire.
I mean, if you say it that way, I like the idea of a warning, but not forcing the Avengers to sign something. Why don't they just tell them, like, hey, here's what we're doing, still do what you're going to do, but we're going to help you by warning the country that you're going to.
That's what I see the Accords as doing.
That's what it's supposed to be, but they want to make it sound more,
Like they're
more
controlling
sinister,
them.
basically, to
Yeah.
make you think, oh, Captain America's awesome. We need to side with Captain America, and we hate Iron Man for this movie. Like,
Oh, I don't hate.
they wanted
Tony
to
Stark.
they wanted to set up the conflict by making it sound more evil than it was.
Yeah.
basically.
I don't know. I think that's
Which
just
is
a
why-
generation gap there.
If they would have done that, the original conflict, I'd be more inclined to go on Captain America's side, even though Iron Man's like my favorite superhero of all time, because it's like freedom of choice versus what we just talked about, or hey, we're here to save Bucky, or sign some papers.
Bucky, stop killing me.
That's like my new favorite phrase.
Yeah. That's got to be on
Bucky,
there,
stop
right?
it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you said conflicts because I got one for you. Besides Captain America and Tony Stark, what was your favorite sub-conflict in the movie? Like between
Like
which
battle,
two?
I guess.
Yeah. Like, did you like Bucky and Black Panther? Did you like Scarlet Witch and
Vision.
Vision? Did you like, I don't know, who else was there? Spider-Man and whoever the
Ant-Man.
hell. Yeah, Ant-Man.
Well, technically, Spider-Man fought everybody. He had a
I
scene.
mean,
It seemed
I
like he was
guess
fighting
everybody did
everybody.
fight everybody, but like, did you like which one really grabbed your attention? Because you also had like Black Widow and Hawkeye, that used to be on the same team, and now they were on.
You're
Well, I have
punches.
two. I have two, and they don't include Iron Man and Captain America
Yeah,
because that's
Not including them.
everybody
That's
knows
that's a given.
that's going to be freaking awesome. But my two would be Spider-Man versus Winter Soldier and Falcon at the same time, because he's taking on two of them, and he's this new guy to the team. He's a real immature kid, and he has like some of those funny lines in the movie when he's fighting those, and like he already pointed out, dude, you have a metal arm? That is so awesome. And then like the whole, like I said earlier, with the we don't talk this much during a fight, and he's like, oh, sorry, my bad. And so that one was really cool, and he ends up like beating them both, tying them down with his webs to the ground. So that was pretty cool. And then my other one was, dang, I just talked about Spider-Man so much I forgot what the other one was. My other one was Amos Go. I'm gonna come back to it.
All right, Sam, you're next. Good one.
I was trying to think of it while y'all were talking,
know.
but it still didn't.
If
Really.
you need to pass, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you,
Oh, I know what it was. I remember. Because the reason I forgot, because it also included Spider-Man. It was him versus Captain America, because they're both from New York, and when he finally beats Spider-Man and makes him catch that pillar above his head or whatever, he's like, "Well, pretty good job, kid. Where are you from? I'm from Queens." He's like, "Oh well, I'm from Brooklyn," and then he walks off after he beat him. So that was a really good scene too.
Yeah.
I've got mine, and it is actually the same as last one as Reed, but for
I stole it right before he was.
for a slight different reason, is because Spider-Man calls out one of the best examples of bullshit, which is when he says, "Your shield does not obey the laws of physics."
Oh, dude, Sam loved that part of the movie. He loved it.
Yes, because it doesn't. It doesn't. But yeah, that is mine. Is Spider-Man calling Captain America out on.
So Spider-Man versus
Breaking
Captain America
science.
has 2 votes so far.
I don't know, my favorite was Black Panther versus Bucky, because whenever I saw them start going at it, I was like, "Who the hell is this motherfucker? And why is he kicking so much ass?"
Yeah.
You lied.
What?
One of yours did involve Captain America.
It wasn't Captain America versus Iron Man, which is what we said we weren't going to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
Captain,
That would
Captain
be
America
good.
can be in it, or Iron Man can be in it.
Yeah.
Just
Just
not
as long as
fighting,
they're not against each
not
other.
fighting each other.
Okay.
At least that's how I took it.
Just ironically enough, I don't know which one was my favorite, but the one that really made me interested in
The
the
guy with the question.
well, like, they didn't really fight a lot, but I really was interested in the Black Widow Hawkeye kind of face off they did, because they were on the same team, and now they were against each other. Then they got back
And they're
together,
like
and then they're
BFFs.
just like, if I were to see a movie that kind of had the same premise except it was Black Widow and Hawkeye, I would probably go see that movie, because I'm interested to see how that would mold together.
What I liked about that fight was the very beginning when they're fighting and they're like laying on the ground, and Hawkeye says something like, "Don't hurt me too bad," or something like that, and then Scarlet Witch comes up and like just completely destroys whichever one it was that wasn't on her team. He says, and he looks over, it was Hawkeye, and he looks over and he's like, "You're pulling your punches." And it's just
Yeah.
That was Scarlet Witch. She pulled.
yeah, so I
Black
said
Widow-
Scarlet Witch pulled
Yeah.
Black Widow off, or one of the two off, and then said that to him, and I was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, they shouldn't be fighting each other.
Yeah.
Or Scarlet Witch and Black Widow. That'd be a good one.
Well, let's not get into the porn fantasies.
No, I've been like, please, come on.
Like 3 minutes and I'll finish. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's God. The only adult movie kind of. Anyway, not going into that field.
So
but-
they're starting a Marvel rated R franchise. So I'm voting for that.
Before we get too far into the sexism, Ryan, what's your answer?
On what?
You already answered.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
answer,
did.
answer again. Get us away from this topic.
Spider-Man doesn't shoot web out of his wrist now.
Oh man.
Oh, parodies. Hell, you're
But-
great.
Yeah.
Another like fight scene, or basically like he was part of the whole fight scene was Ant-Man, and he was really good during the entire thing. He wasn't fighting anyone specifically, I don't think, but because he attacked Iron Man, he attacked Spider-Man, he grew to fucking 30 feet tall or whatever it was.
That one snow creature on that snow planet.
Yeah. So, and he had like some of the funniest lines when he shrunk down to a real small size and was in Iron Man's armor, and then Iron Man's like, "I'm losing functionality. Like, what's going on?" And he's like, "And who's talking?" And then Ant-Man was like, "This is your conscience. You haven't heard from me in a while." So he was really good.
Well, we're gonna have to wrap this up. We may have to save our second topic.
Okay, if we're gonna wrap it up, then give it a score out of 10.
That's what I was just fixing to ask. Like,
Sorry to steal the thunder there.
oh, it's okay, no problem. If you were to give this movie a score out of 10, for someone like, let's just say they've never heard, like, let's say they're on a level where they haven't read the comics, or they've never even seen a superhero movie.
Well, if they haven't seen a superhero movie, I don't know that they would enjoy it.
They better not watch it because yeah.
Well, I mean, just like in entertainment value, what would you give it out of 10?
I'm gonna phrase it like this: if they like superhero movies in general, they don't really know the lore and stuff behind the superheroes and everything like that, then I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's a badass movie.
Mm-hmm.
If say you're really into the backgrounds of the characters and the comics and all that kind of stuff, maybe an 8 out of 10 because it doesn't follow along very well with it. But the characters like background wise and lore wise, they really like Spider-Man fit exactly what you think Spider-Man's gonna be. Captain America fits exactly what you think he's gonna be. Iron Man is the egotistical bastard that he's gonna be. So they got all the characters right. It's just the story was kind of not what you would expect. So that'd be mine. I'd split it into 2.
I got you. Mr. Caesar.
I think I'm going to give it a 9. And I mean, if you know if you're going to like the movie. If you watch the trailers, you like what you see, that's what you're going to get, and you're going to love it. If you watch the trailers, you're kind of like, I don't know if I'd like that. Don't watch it. Just don't bother, because you probably have not seen any of the other superhero movies or action movies in general.
Or a movie
You probably
at all.
know what you like.
You hate explosions.
If you think you'll like it, you'll like it. If you don't think you'll like it, you won't like it. Just don't worry about it.
There you go. No, that's it.
Right?
I want to give it an 8 out of 10 just for like,
He's the Russian judge.
just for like,
Go Baron Zemo. I mean, Closer Cloth or whatever you said earlier.
I wanted to give it that, but just because of all the action and stuff, and like they do such a good job on the writing every time. Like people's lines, like when Tony Stark, his suit was like lacerations detected, and he's like, "Yeah, I detected that too." Like oh man, it was a really good movie. What about you?
I'm probably with Sam on this one. Whoever said it, I think it was you, Sam. I'm 9 out of 10. It's. I love the writing. I love the way they built up. It had a nice pace to it. It wasn't like 2 hours of talking with 1 hour of fighting. It was like, here's what happened. Here's why it happened. Here's what they're going to do. Oh, there's conflict. Oh, there's more conflict. Oh, there's some fighting. There's a little bit of talking. Oh, there's more fighting. It just wasn't like how some movies...
Who's this guy in the cat suit?
Yeah.
This is kind of the point where you wish Travis was here, because I was really hoping someone was going to give it like a 3 out of 10 or something.
Yeah, he saw it in 3D, so...
Yeah.
He's like a fucking 3 because of the 3D. But, we miss you, Travis. Or Brian does.
I don't.
And Dakota's Team Deadpool, so he gives it a 0 out of 10.
He'll only give it a 10 out of 10 if Deadpool's in it. But I liked it. I mean, I think the only thing I didn't like about it was, I'm sorry, no movie should be 3 hours long. Nothing. No.
I don't know. I caught enjoyed
all.
Lord of the Rings and whatnot. I like long movies.
I like Lord of the Rings, but anyway, that's it for summary. Just to me personally, I just don't think a movie should be 3
our next
hours.
subject's gonna be Call of Duty.
And then you guys made some pretty good points about Bucky, and I was like, you kind of got a point there. He was kind of whiny through the whole thing, so by all means, I didn't kill it, but I just, I can see where you're coming from about Bucky, so I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Go see it. Just go see it. You know,
Go see it, Vanessa! Perfect.
Nothing. But anyway, so that wraps up for our podcast this week.
Wait.
What?
Before you close it out.
Reed's got another thing.
The damn people in the little stasis pods or whatever seems like such a pointless part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody else get that?
Stasis.
I really wanted
There
something
were
to
other
happen with
versions. They were like later generations.
Sorry, that just like popped in my head like that was the most retarded part of the movie.
They were where they tried to copy Winter Soldier or Bucky. They tried to like copy the serum.
And like the entire, they made you think that like they were going to use the super soldiers or something, and they showed up and they've all been shot in the head, and like it's a complete letdown. Like,
Yep.
I don't know, it just seems like a pointless thing to have in the movie, really. Anywho, carry on with your closing statements or whatever.
So if anybody else has seen the movie, you know, let us know what you think about it. And if you haven't seen it and you listen to this, you know, I don't think we spoiled that much. I still think you can go see the movie and
I don't think we
enjoy
said
it.
any more than a movie trailer.
Yeah.
They both end up living. Bucky and Captain America team up with gay butt sex and take down Iron Man.
In that part where Ant-Man grew inside of Spider-Man and like busted out of him and killed him, that was badass.
It was.
Remember, at the beginning of this, we said spoiler alert, motherfuckers.
And Brian, I'll let you do the honors for this since it's in every podcast.
EA sucks!
Yeah, didn't make the movie. 0 out of 10. No, but anyway, we're going to have some good topics next week. I think something we will hit on is the whole Battlefield versus Call of Duty, the direction that they're going in. So we'll be ready for that and more topics. So if you have anything, make sure to comment on the video below. Or
Red Dead Redemption sucks. I mean, what?
Or if you want to follow us on any of the respective medias, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, you know, we sort of will have a Twitch channel eventually. Grindr. No, just kidding.
Don't forget Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub. No.
Brazers.
Anyway, yeah, if you want to follow us on that, go ahead. And, you know, we're interested to hear what you guys want to hear us talk about. Or even if you just want to interject something so we can feed off of it. That'd be cool too. But anyway, that'll do it for us this week. Appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out with us. Go see the movie if you haven't already. And we love you all like a very painful scratch on our back. Anybody got any closing thoughts?
No, that was good.
That's it.
Alright, is that it? Alright, everybody have a good week, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Bye!
Yeah.